everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, September 16th, 2020. Jeremy Crosby here, Andrew Bamlett running things as well as he can from home. We're here and ready to treat you to another Talking Fitchburg, and a busy show at that. We got a lot to get to today. I'm so excited. We've got a lot of video to share with you as well, especially in the construction update. We got full tours of all the construction projects, and we'll break those down with Bill today in our Fitchburg Road construction update, and tell you of a partial closure happening this weekend at the intersection of Seminole Highway and McKee Road as they do some reconstruction dead center of that intersection. We'll talk about that coming up here in the digest. And later on, we'll check in with our friend Michelle over at Department of Trade Consumer Protection. She's going to break down for you store large items like boats, campers, whatever else is big and goes into kind of giant storage. We're going to be talking about that today, making sure that you protect yourself and the stuff you own as things start to get a little bit cooler and you put stuff into storage. So something we haven't talked about before. So very excited to share that info with you. Today, she'll join us in our guest segment. But first, we do got to get to the headlines, and we start with an update on the Commerce Park Drive project. That's a closure there on McKee and Cottonwood. Closed now for an extra day. Yeah, it was supposed to open up tomorrow, but due to the rain from last week, they had to take extra steps in this construction here that you're looking at. And because of that, it's now going to be extended one more day. So they'll have all of this wrapped up by Friday, September 18th. If you got any questions, you can check in with our Public Works Department, Thomas Ballwig. He's there for you, 270-4266. Again, project continuing one extra day. So please be mindful of that, and they'll get that back open on Friday. All right, got a drive-through job fair to tell you about. This is very exciting. Happening over the Alliant Energy Center. Join us for the Wisconsin Workforce Development Association, WWDA partnership across the state on Thursday, September 17th from 12 to 4 p.m. for their second state-wide drive-through job fair. Instructions for job seekers and more information on location and how employees can submit their open positions can be found at the website www.wwda.org. And then look for that drive-through job fair. And again, this is 12 to 4, and the Madison location is at the Alliant Energy Center tomorrow. So keep that in mind here for you Dane County residents. And of course, Fitchburg here will be going over there for that great event. Also, Wisconsin Girls in Aviation. Do you have a daughter, a cousin to this girl that is interested in flying? I know my lily pad is. Do you have a girl in your life who is interested in aviation? The first statewide Wisconsin Girls in Aviation event will be held on September 26th for girls ages 8 to 17. This event will include female pilots and aviators who will share their experiences. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know if this is the first time it's ever happened, first time that I've been aware of it, and sounds like a cool experience. So again, any female that's interested in becoming a pilot, this program is for you. All right, this week is National Truck Driver Appreciation Week. Honk, honk. Come on, Andrew. Give me that one. It's National Truck Driver Appreciation Week. This week, we'll send our gratitude to the men and women behind the wheel who deliver Wisconsin goods and keeps things rolling across the Badger State. Thank you today and every day. This is coming from Wisconsin DOT. Yeah, I think I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking for myself here, but I think everybody goes through that. Now, what would it be like to be a truck driver? Because you think you get to see, you think you get to see the whole U.S., depending what truck company you're with, right? Andrew, he drove a little truck in his life. He's got one of those CDLs. So come, I want you to drive, I want to ride on, the big rig with you and, let's go sightseeing or something, Andrew. Can you arrange that? He says, sure. He's like, I don't know what you're doing here. All right. Food Truck Fridays. All right. This one's got me written all over it. Parking now located on Willen Island. Fuel your taste buds with the street eats at Food Truck Fridays at Dayline Energy Center. Collaborating with food trucks across Dane County and continue to bring an explosion of culinary magic to you. You join this weekly event 4 to 8 p.m. at Willow Island, featuring rotating selection of local fare. This is running now through October 31st. Free parking and easy walk-up and takeout ordering is available. And if you go to the link, you can actually see the list of the vendors that are going to be at this. And you'll recognize some for sure if you're a foodie like this guy is. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up the digest with your Fitchburg road construction update. Bill Balke's next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. Kevin, I need that back. No. Kevin!
Gaining weight was easy. All I had to do was sit down and eat. Losing weight's a lot harder. I have to work at it every day. But with every step, I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And that makes every step, every choice, every day very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes by losing weight, eating healthy, and staying active. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
Behind every 2020 census taker's mask is a friendly neighbor. They're teachers, retirees, vets, people committed to doing right by getting the count right. If you haven't responded yet, they'll be stopping by to ask some simple questions that will inform how billions in federal funds are spent on local services every year for the next decade. So when they come knocking, say hi from a safe distance and do your part to support your community. Time is running out. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for our Fitchburg road construction update, it's the Public Works Director, Bill Balke. Bill, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
Hey, it's been a quick week. I'm doing okay.
I know. When you get out of a holiday week last week and go into this week, things speed up for sure. Bill, a lot of construction action going on. This week we got out and filmed all of the construction projects going on right now. So we're going to show you those as you tell us what's going on in each one. So first, we'll go to the big project. That's a Fish Hatchery Road construction project. And they are cruising right along, Bill. If you haven't been out there and seen exactly what they've been doing, it is amazing. It looks wonderful, especially those retaining walls. We've talked about that a little bit. I saw them spraying some of those brown.
Yep, it's going to be like a ledge rock color along that corridor there, and the new walls going all the way along Fish Hatchery Road will have all that same coloring along there. So we're pretty excited once that all gets completed to be a nice contrast to the green grass that's growing and black asphalt. So
yeah, definitely will stand out. And that's what part of this project was. I mean, yes, the road was in poor condition, but this is also a revitalization of that corridor, and it definitely looks great. As far as construction goes, it looks like we got to be getting close to some surface paving, at least from Greenway Cross up to Post. It's looking pretty darn good.
Yeah, that should be taking place in the near future, possibly later next week. In some areas, the Traceway Drive, we're trying to get open by Saturday. So we'll be having some new roads and connections being made real soon here.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good. When are we going to be looking at some post road closures coming up then?
We're pretty much going to see what you have there for the next few weeks. Greenway Cross is going to stay as is. Post Road's going to stay the same. Traceway is going to open up. And then once we switch over, we're going to have another traffic switch up at Greenway to do the opposite side of the road and finish things up there.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll keep you up to date on there. Any other updates? I know the roundabout project just got underway this week near the Greenway Cross area. How's that part coming along?
As you mentioned, they just started that up, so it's probably got some footage there that I'm not seeing at the moment. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be a great addition. They started that up, and once we get that completed, it'll be a great addition as well as for safety and for traffic movement up there to be able to get people in and out of that area.
Yeah, and you still can use the frontage road when you go through there. So I know you hear Greenway Cross closed in there, but you can get up and then into that frontage road. But that's about it. So just keep in mind on that. All right, moving on to the McKee Road project. First, before we talk about that, let's talk about the Commerce Park Drive closure. We see the work going on, and that work is now being extended one day. What's going on with that closure?
Yeah, when we opened up the road, it was extremely wet in that area, so we had to do some additional construction in that area to make sure that the road was stable. So that ate up some more time. We were planning on having that open by Friday. Possibly we'll still have it open by Friday, but we didn't want to, or Thursday, I should say, but we had to extend it a day just in case we needed that.
Yeah, so that's closed Commerce Park Drive from McKee Road to Cottonwood. So if you're planning any travel in that area, take your time. As far as construction going on McKee Road, that project as well, looks like they're cruising right along and also doing retaining wall work, ironically, pretty close, just past Spoke and up to Commerce.
Yeah, we've got some retaining walls that had to be replaced or new ones put in due to the grading construction that we're doing up there. And those as well will have, a nice brown color to them. Yeah, we're just trying to get all that construction finished up there before November hits us.
Yeah, absolutely. And then moving up to the Seminole Highway intersection, we're actually going to be announcing starting this weekend. You have a short closure coming up. Tell us about this closure at the intersection of McKee and Seminole.
Yeah, it's not going to be a full closure. The only traffic movement that will be restricted is northbound at Seminole. The reason being is that we have to dig out the middle of the intersection and still maintain some traffic movement through there. So northbound traffic, you'll be able to turn left and right at McKee Road. Southbound, you'll be able to get all the way through and make a right turn through there. I think the left turns are restricted because it's just going to be too tight to be able to make that corner for vehicles to get through there. Eastbound, westbound traffic won't be restricted at all for traffic movements.
And again, you're saying this is just Saturday, or is it Saturday and Sunday?
It would be for Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Well, we'll keep getting the word out on that one. So plan ahead for travel there. And I would remind while I was out there, Bill, the traffic definitely can back up between the stoplights between Seminole and Commerce Park because of the start-stop there in the one lane. So plan extra time when you travel through there.
All right.
All right, moving ahead then to our MM and Lacey Road intersection work. The stoplights are up. We got video of this intersection. And what is coming next as far as that project goes?
We're just waiting for the power to be connected up there to the intersection, and then we'll be turning them on. We're kind of on MG&E's schedule right now, so hopefully soon. But we'll have them in flash for a few days before we turn them all the way on. Just to let people know that, this new signal is coming, you need to slow down, be aware that traffic's going to change.
And no speed change in that specific area?
No,
on MM as far as, it's the MM cross there.
Right. Yeah, the speed limit will be 35 miles an hour through on Lacey Road and 40 miles an hour on MM.
Okay. Yeah, definitely slow down. As I was sitting there filming, I was thinking, boy, that traffic's moving a little fast. So definitely slow down. And that's providing access to New Terra Vista into the new elementary school back there in the Terra Vista neighborhood. Finally, a new project coming up on the list here. Tell us about this Irish Lane work.
Yeah, this is part of the project from Syene Road to County Highway MM, except for the part that was redone a few years ago is going to get resurfaced. So they'll be on Monday, the 21st, they'll be closing it off to all through traffic because we have work under the bridge. We have to replace a culvert and remove the pavement under there. So we'll be closing that down for about 3 days. All traffic, then we'll be having that polarized. It'll be open to through traffic, or I should say local traffic only. We're trying to discourage people from going through there. It'll be a rough road as they wait for the paving to happen later. I think it's going to be the following week.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the mess there. So please plan ahead and just extra time for all the projects going on is probably a good thing, Bill.
Yeah, that's if we can stress that it's going to take some time to get around those. If you are going through the work zones, be very careful with the workers or people traveling through the area. If you're traveling on gravel, be suspect to any holes that might be in the road, especially after it rains. You never know how deep those holes would be. It could be an inch, it could be a foot, and we don't want you to be subject to getting a realignment or, some major car damage going through there.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see the road closed signs up, it means they're closed, and that they're closed to through traffic. They're closed to through traffic for a reason. So please adhere to all of those road construction signs. All right, Bill, thank you so much for the update. We'll check back in with you next week.
All right, see you then.
All right, Bill Balke, Public Works Director. Always enjoy having him on the show. And yes, check to the website, social media for the latest information on all of the road construction projects. Take a break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh, no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So,
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection, my friend Michelle. Welcome back to the show. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you here, and we're talking about a new subject today. I don't know that's one we've dealt with here on the show, and it has to do with warehouse storage. It is getting to the end of the summer. It's already gone away, and with everything going on this year, maybe some people don't even take their stuff out of storage. Who knows? But if you are even considering storage of any concern, your team here has come up with some very interesting stuff, and it's something that I think is super important because there's a lot of and knowing this because I store some stuff, so I've got some ideas here on things could go really south very fast if you don't really read into these contracts. But tell us what we're looking at here and things we should be thinking about when it comes to warehouse storage.
So we're talking exactly public warehouse storage. We're not talking the self-service storage facilities that are out there. In our Bureau of Business Trade Practices actually has regulations as it relates to public warehouse keepers. And we're talking like boats and pontoons and RVs, campers, motorcycles. In the spring, maybe you're storing your snowmobile and those other large items, maybe a really fancy used classic car or something that you could be storing. And the Bureau of Business Trade Practices regulates and licenses these public storage facilities. And that's important for consumers because there could be protections from theft or damage, and you really want to know about those protections. So breaking it down, if these are regulated, if you are dealing with a licensed public warehouse keeper, what happens is that Bureau of Business Trade Practices actually goes in and does regular inspections, and they also require that keeper, that warehouse keeper, to post security, and that's bonds or letters of credit, for example. And you want to make sure that those are part of the questions that you ask when you're shopping around as trying to decide, are you going to be dealing with a licensed facility or an unlicensed facility. Some examples of licensed facilities could be some of the power sports dealerships and marinas. They are typically licensed. Outdoor storage areas or a farm barn, for example, may also be required to be licensed. So you need to ask, and we have a resource for consumers on our website to be able to check that out. So you know when you're shopping around if they are licensed. You could just go to datcp.wi.gov and search public warehouse keepers, and you'll be able to see the list of those who are licensed facilities. But whether licensed or not, there are key questions consumers need to ask a storage facility, and those are about a contract. Get it in writing, ask for that written contract, know the terms and conditions that are part of that contract, read it thoroughly, understand who has legal liability over what, know what the operator's legal liability is. And then a consumer should inspect the facility that they are thinking about using. Go in, look around, understand its condition, but then ask the operator who has access, who else has access to this facility and storage area, so you know who might be around the goods that you're storing, and kind of taking a glance at them while you're there. So those are some real basics that consumers can deal with, whether or not they're dealing with a licensed or unlicensed facility.
Yeah, and I think the big question for me comes up is the insurance part of this. Are you, as the owner of the boat or whatever you're going to be storing, what coverage do you have there? And then on the flip side, what is the coverage that the place you're storing? Are you going to sign off on that? I mean, what do we got to look for to stay safe here on that?
So as it relates to that, you need to look at your own insurance policy, call your agent and ask them about your personal coverage if you're storing your property at a unlicensed facility or a licensed facility. Understand the differences that might be involved with the goods that you're storing and wanting coverage for. But then also, again, take a look at the terms and condition and understand the legal liability that the owner has based on the fact that they would be licensed or not, and ask those questions and make sure it's also part of your contract. So if anything comes up in the future, it's fully documented and things can't change based on a verbal agreement that might have been at the beginning.
Yeah, this sounds like too, we've talked about contracts in the past, and I went over a couple of those things, but a strong contract here, even if it's a friend of a friend and, $25 for the year. I mean, it's probably not a good thing, because as soon as there is a theft or something, you're going to be left out without any help, I bet.
Yeah, you certainly could. And, it's not just the theft. It's okay, what if the facility were to tragically start on fire and all the goods were lost? Is yours covered by your insurance, or is it covered by the property owners and the facility owners insurance? And again, if they're bonded or not, what's there for even that coverage of everything that's being stored. So really understanding and examining those pieces and protecting your investment. And one of the best ways to do that is to use a licensed storage facility.
Yeah, absolutely. And, certainly document when you're getting into these things, whether it's a permanent regular business that deals with it, or again, taking it to that farm. You definitely got to do your homework here. If people wanted to file a complaint related to this or find out more information, my kids want to find out more information. They're just excited back here. Where can they do that at?
They're disappointed that camper's going away, Jeremy. No, so what you want to do is you certainly want to go to DADCAP's website, datcp.wi.gov. And again, you can check out those licensed facilities there. Otherwise, if you have a complaint related to a warehouse storage, contact the Bureau of Business Trade Practices. That's different from what you normally hear me say, but you want to contact DADCAP's Bureau of Business Trade Practices. And you can do that at 608-224-4925, and they will be able to answer your questions about this and get back to you in relation to any complaint.
All right. Great information, Michelle. Thank you so much for breaking this down. I apologize for the kiddos in the background. They're just having a party back here. So we appreciate it either way.
Laughter's good.
It is good. All right. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
I expected it to be a lot easier.
I thought it was going to be a piece of cake. I didn't know what step to take next.
I was transitioning from the military.
I was a vehicle gunner.
An avionics specialist.
I was an MP, military police.
My friends thought I could do anything.
I missed my unit, my family.
Playing with my daughter, I felt like a stranger.
I was overwhelmed.
I couldn't sleep.
I just wanted to be by myself.
I didn't have a clear sense of what to do next.
I was too proud. And then I thought, if I'm going through this, other veterans have gone through it too, right?
I started to open up.
And it made a huge difference.
So I reached out, and I saw that I wasn't alone.
Because before I was able to take on my next mission, I had to take on just taking care of myself.
To find purpose.
We are not alone. Other veterans have transitioned from the military and overcome mental health challenges. Visit maketheconnection.net.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Want to thank our guests today, Michelle from the Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer and Protection, and Bill Bulkey for helping us out with the show. Both of them are great guests here, and we appreciate their time as always. As we wrap up the day, I want you to remember to stay connected with FAG TV. Check us out if you haven't already. We've got so much to offer. All of your city meetings over on the Guff Channel F3. All Talking Fitchburg here on F2, and so many more community programs. Of course, don't forget that media channel. A lot of stuff going on over there, keeping you up to date on what's happening every single day. Have a great day, everybody. Get outside. It's going to get cold tomorrow.